All right, in this video lesson, folks, we're going to focus on the concept of acceleration. So this is the last variable of motion. We talked about distance, displacement, speed, velocity, and also introduced the concept of time. So acceleration, a word you guys have probably heard before. Acceleration is any time an object is changing speed or velocity, okay? And it looks at the rate at which that occurs. So what that means is, let's take a simple case where a lot of you think acceleration means to speed up. So let's say that I'm in my car and I'm at 0 miles per hour to start. I hit the gas and let's say that I get all the way up to 50 miles per hour. And let's say that it takes me 2 seconds to do that. Really flying, folks. So I go from 0 to 50. This means that I am speeding up. So speeding up is one example of acceleration. And what acceleration means is the acceleration is going to look at how much speed I gain or lose in that time frame. So in this case, I gain 50 miles per hour, and I gain that in 2 seconds. Okay? So it's going to look at how much speed I gain or lose every second. Now, a lot of people think acceleration is just strictly speeding up. However, acceleration also means slowing down. We sometimes use the word deceleration. So if I were to take this in reverse, let's say I start at 50 miles per hour. Instead of hitting the gas, let's say I hit the brakes and I go down to 0 miles per hour. My acceleration, instead of being a positive 50, just simply means that I lose that speed. So a negative 50 miles per hour in 2 seconds. So it's speeding up, slowing down, and then there is one last case which we're not going to look at yet, but it's going to be changing direction. So let's say that I'm moving in a circular path, okay, that would also be an acceleration. So acceleration is any time your motion changes. So you can change your motion by speeding up, change your motion by slowing down, or change your motion by changing direction. Okay, now in this example I was using miles per hour, but in our class we're going to use the metric system. So you're going to see acceleration labeled as meters per second per second. So think of this as meters per second, which is speed. So how much speed I'm gaining or losing every second. So an example would be if I see a table here, notice that my time is going up, but as time is going up, as I'm moving, you'll see my velocity goes from 0 north to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. No means north. You'll notice here that every second I'm gaining 10 meters per second of speed. So my acceleration here would be 10 meters per second of speed every second. So that would be the magnitude or the amount of acceleration I would experience. Okay, very similar to, and sometimes confused with velocity. Acceleration is, again, not just strictly your speed or velocity, but it's how much speed or velocity you're gaining every second or losing every second. So when we looked at speed and velocity last section, we talked about that speed and velocity could both be kind of consistent or constant, or it could be changing, which means I'm increasing speed or decreasing speed. The same can be true with acceleration. So if I look at here, this is a table of velocity versus time, so how fast I'm going each second. You'll notice here that in this first table, you'll see how my acceleration goes up by 4 every second, which means my acceleration here would be a constant 4 meters per second each second. That means that I am gaining 4 meters per second of speed every 1 second of motion. Okay, now compare this to the second table where we see, again, the same increase in time. We're going up 1 second every row there. But when we look at the speed, notice again we're going +1, +3, +1, and +2. So notice there that the accelerations, so here I gained 1 second in 1 second. I gained 3 in another second. I gained 1, I gained 2. Here's where you're going to have a changing acceleration every time. So this gets a little sassy. Imagine this would be like holding down on the gas pedal, then slightly letting go, then holding down and slightly letting go. This gets a little tricky. So when we deal with acceleration, we are strictly going to focus on our acceleration being constant every time. Now, where the wording gets confusing is a constant acceleration does not mean constant speed. Let me write that down for you. So a constant acceleration does not mean constant speed. There is a difference between constant speed and constant acceleration. What this means is that I am gaining the same amount of speed every time, but here or losing. Here my speed is changing. When I say constant speed, that means my speed is not changing. So I'm going consistently at the same speed every time. So these two things are not equal to each other. Constant acceleration does not equal constant speed. And that's something we're going to have to get used to as we go throughout some practice. All right, another tricky thing about acceleration, this kind of goes back to our conversation on distance versus displacement and the idea of positive versus negative, is a lot of times people think that positive acceleration means that you are speeding up and negative acceleration means that you slow down. But I want you to know that this is not always the case. Positive and negative don't necessarily tell you speed up and slow down. Positive and negative always are used to refer to direction. So we can think of gaining speed and losing speed, but direction is important. Now, let me show you. So in example A here for positive acceleration, notice here that my velocities are going up by 2 every second. So here I am gaining 2 meters per second of speed every second. Now in the second table, notice that my velocities here are going from -8, -6, -4, -2, and 0. Okay, now if you think about that, mathematically, if I look at each individual one, I'm still gaining 2 every time, still +2, but that +2 meters per second does not mean speeding up, because if you think about the values, they're getting closer to 0, and 0 meters per second means I'm not moving. So in this first table, this technically means that you are speeding up, whereas the second table means that you are slowing down. So why I bring that up is because a positive acceleration can result in slowing down. Same thing for a negative acceleration. Here, it's going down 2 meters per second, so -2 meters per second every second. Whoopsies. But if I look at the example D, the acceleration is still -2 meters per second if I look at those values, because it's going 0, -2, -4, -6. The only difference is that in this first table, this is slowing down. Okay, so a negative acceleration resulting in slowing down, but in example D, a negative acceleration causes me to speed up. So the key thing here to always think about is that positive or negative attached to that number always indicates direction, not the resulting motion. We should be able to see what happens to the motion, but positive and negative are always going to refer to direction. All right, so we're going to grind through some quick examples here. So the first one, all I want to know, is it accelerating? So is the object accelerating? So again, accelerating means to speed up, slow down, or change direction. So A, it says a rightward moving object speeds up from 0 to 5. So is it accelerating? Here, if I say speeds up, then I know that yes, it's accelerating. B, a rightward moving object slows from 12 to 7. Again, this is kind of approaching that misconception that when I see the word slows, we don't think it's accelerating, because we always think accelerating means speeding up. But in this case, slowing down is a change in speed. So yes, because its speed changes, it's accelerating. The next example says here the rightward moving bike maintains its speed. So if it maintains its speed, that means no, it's not accelerating because its speed is not changing. And then lastly, D, a bike maintains a speed while making a left-hand turn. So, we see maintains again, but I also see making a left-hand turn. So this would be a case in which your direction is changing. So this would actually be a yes, and that is because it is a change in direction. So that means your motion is changing. So again, anytime your motion is changing, speed up, slow down, or change direction, that means you have an acceleration. All right, now looking at the direction of the acceleration. So this is working with that positive acceleration versus the negative acceleration and thinking about the direction in which that object is experiencing an acceleration. So here we have a rightward object speeds up. So key thing here is that we know the object is speeding up, so we know that if it's speeding up, it is accelerating. Now it says here that the object is moving to the right. It's a rightward moving object. So here's what I want you to think about. Let's say I have a box, and this object is moving to the right, and it's speeding up. So speeding up means that it's going to be getting faster and faster as it goes along. So think of acceleration as kind of like a push, right? When you hit the gas pedal in your car, you feel kind of that lurk forward, like you're pushing forward, okay? So if you're speeding up, what you need to think about is that acceleration, that push, is in the same direction of your motion. And by that blue arrow, I'll put a V there for velocity or speed. But that means my push is in the same direction. So this would be, my A would be a positive acceleration because it's going to the right, okay? Versus in the second example, I again have my rightward moving object, but here it says that the object slows down. So this would be different because my object is still moving to the right, but now it's going from having a fast speed to a slower speed. Okay, so it's still moving to the right, but if something is slowing down, that means something's not pushing it forward, but instead is pushing against it. So think of the acceleration as like that push that causes it to go faster or slower. So in this case, because it's to the left, I'd have a negative acceleration. And yes, it is slowing down, but that negative just simply means it's to the left. Okay, so I will write this kind of to summarize these things. If your acceleration and velocity are both the same, so if they're both positive or both negative, that means you're going to speed up, okay? If your acceleration and velocity are opposite, so one's positive, one's negative, or vice versa like that, that's going to cause you to slow down. And I want you to think of those pluses or minuses as direction, right and left, or up and down. All right, so next example, last one here, we're going to just figure out the mathematical approach and how to figure out the value of the acceleration. We could also indicate the direction here. On A, there is a little typo. I did forget to include the time here, but when we want to find the acceleration, our goal is to figure out what is the overall change in speed, meaning what am I gaining or losing, and we're going to look at that, the time frame and what it takes to do that. Okay, so in this first one, my acceleration says it has an object that speeds up from 0 to 5 meters per second. So if it goes from 0 to 5, that means it gains 5 meters per second. So we have 5 meters per second, and it takes 2 seconds to do that, which if I divide those out, that means my acceleration would be 2.5 meters per second. Okay, now if I wanted to add a direction to this, because again this is speeding up and it's a rightward moving object, I know that this is going to be a positive 2 meters per second, and that positive again means that it's a rightward acceleration. For B, notice we have a car that's moving to the left. Okay, so again, if I want to figure out the acceleration, how much speed is it gaining or losing? So in terms of the speed, we see that it goes from 16 to 4 if we go from the right car to the left car. So if it goes from 16 to 4, that means it's losing speed. Now, how do I find that? I'm going to think start to finish. If it goes 16 to 4, that means it loses a total of 12 meters per second. Okay, so it loses 12 total meters per second in 4 seconds. How do I know 4 seconds? Because of the time frame. So if I look at speed and time, I know it loses 12 meters per second in 4 seconds. So if I divide those out, my acceleration is 3 meters per second each second. Now you notice here, wait a second, it went down 12. Why didn't I label it as negative? I'm just looking at the amount, okay? I don't really care right now about positive or negative, but if I wanted to indicate direction, this is a leftward moving object and it's losing speed. So my acceleration would actually be to the right. So this, believe it or not, would actually be a positive acceleration because even though it's losing speed, because the object is moving to the left, that means its acceleration would be to the right. A little confusing there, but we're just looking at the overall result, and then we can figure out direction at the end. All right, last one, we're looking at a table here. Okay, now for a table, we have multiple ways to do this. I can look at each individual speed value by itself. I could go beginning to end like I did, doesn't matter. I think the easiest approach is to probably choose the first two. It goes down from 26 to 20. Okay, so that is a difference of 6 meters per second, and that occurs in 1 second. Okay, so that means my acceleration would be 6 meters per second per second. Now, if I want to indicate direction, it says here that the object is moving to the left. Okay, now notice the values are going down, so if it's moving to the left and the values are going down, so we know it's slowing down. And if the object is moving to the left, if I were to draw this out, moving again to the left and it's slowing down, it's got to experience an acceleration against its motion. So if that acceleration is pointing to the right, that means it's a positive acceleration. So acceleration is probably the trickier of all the motion variables to understand, but it's looking at how much speed we are gaining or losing every second. If you got any questions, jot those things down. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Later.